For those struggling to break the fear of colonial religion and its ideals, specifically around the concept of worship, understand first that one of the greatest weapons ever used against humanity was language itself. Because when the colonizers traveled across the earth conquering lands and cultures, the very first accusation they made against nearly every indigenous people was always the same. You worship false gods. You worship the sun. You worship trees. You worship your ancestors. And after hearing that repeated for centuries, many people became afraid of honoring the very things that gave them life, identity, memory, and connection. But let's slow down and observe through the wisdom of Tahuti instead of fear. Because the real issue was never the sun, the trees, the ancestors, or the earth. The real issue was control. You see, the colonial system understood the power of Ren, the power of naming. So the moment they renamed honor as worship, they transformed remembrance into sin and connection into guilt. But in reality, most ancient cultures were not worshiping nature in the way colonial religion defines worship. They were honoring the cycles of existence itself, honoring the source of life, honoring those who came before them. Because gratitude is natural. Remembrance is natural. Speaking the names of your ancestors is natural. And understand something very carefully. The colonial concept of God often mirrors the psychology and behavior of the culture that created and spread it. Jealousy, conquest, fear, punishment, domination, division, eternal torment. These are deeply human characteristics. But look at nature itself. The sun does not curse you. The rain does not hate you. The trees do not demand obedience. The ocean does not ask for worship. Creation simply gives, cycles, transforms, and continues. And this is why different cultures produced different spiritual systems, reflecting different values. Look at the Tao: balance, flow, harmony, alignment. Look at many Buddhist teachings: peace of mind, discipline, awareness, release from suffering, not endless fear, not eternal damnation, not conquest in the name of heaven. So when someone fear-bases you saying, you worship your ancestors, or you worship the sun, understand the trap hidden inside the language, because honor is not the same as worship. I can honor my mother without worshiping her. I can honor the earth without worshiping it. I can honor the ancestors whose blood lives in me without worshiping them. Honor is gratitude. Honor is remembrance. Honor is acknowledging connection. And for me personally, I do not believe in worshiping anything outside myself because the Creator already breathes through this vessel. I live in gratitude every second. Gratitude for breath. Gratitude for life. Gratitude for the earth. Gratitude for those who came before me. But I will not kneel in fear to concepts built through colonization and guilt. So speak your ancestors' names proudly. Speak your mother's name, your father's name, your grandparents' names. Never let them disappear into silence, because memory is life. Remembrance is power. And the people disconnected from their ancestors become easier to control. The colonizer understood this. That's why names were changed, languages erased, histories rewritten. But every time you remember, every time you speak their names, every time you honor their existence, you restore the chain that deception tried to break. This is not worship. This is continuity. This is gratitude. This is keeping the spirit of those who walked before you alive within your own consciousness. Honor them. Remember them. Speak their names proudly. And never let the colonial deceiver steal your connection to those who made your existence possible. Ashe.